Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast. I'm Shannon,
I'm James.
and we're back bringing you all our thoughts on everything happening in nerd culture. Shout out of same to Jaja. Shout out of shame.
MIA.
MIA. He said he was going to be able to record today, and he's nowhere to be found. His alarm probably didn't go off. We'll see. But you guys gave me a shout out of shame last week, and I heard it. So now, this is a worse shout out of shame for Jaja.
Man.
Because you guys all the time wait till 10 hours before to tell me that you're not joining the podcast. I don't know why I got a shout out of shame for that. All the time. But shame on you, Jaja. Let's see if he joins a little bit later. Probably not though. But I'll be surprised if he does pop on.
Keep an eye out for him.
How are you, James? What are some nerdy things that you've been up to this week?
Doing great. So this week I have got back into Steel Ball Run, took a little break. Watched some Dan to Dan. I actually did not watch the Dragon Ball Diamond this week. It's been a little
Are
bit
you giving
more,
up?
so
Are you
yeah.
giving up on it?
No,
I feel like I'm
I think I'm gonna wait for the dub to catch up and then just watch it dubbed.
okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. But I've been doing a lot of reading this week. So I read One Piece Ace Story. So I had the manga here. This one.
Nice.
So I finished this. But there's an extra story in here. It's called One Piece Remix. So it's the same concept of a different artist illustrating One Piece, but it's a story that already exists. So I'm gonna read through that. But I also got a new Spider-Man comic here. So
Nice.
and this one I actually read already. So I'm up to date in Spider-Man. Also, yeah, this is his vibranium suit. So he's been with Black Panther. I don't want to spoil it in case anybody wants to read it, but him and Black Panther are doing some things, and then he ended up getting a vibranium suit now. So Miles has his vibranium suit, and he's fighting alongside Black Panther currently.
Nice.
Also watched Invincible Fight Girl. Still watching that live on Cartoon Network, even though it comes on midnight, terrible time slot. So trying to keep up with Western cartoons. If you guys tuned in last week for our conversation there.
Wait, you said you're watching it live? So you watch it at midnight when it comes on?
Yeah, on it comes on. I think it's Toonami at that time slot, but it's on Cartoon Network.
Okay.
Yeah, so with commercials and all, been watching it, trying to give it some ratings,
Nice.
so that way it maybe gets renewed for season 2.
Wait, so what day of the week does it come on at midnight?
Saturday. So it
Saturday.
came on.
Okay.
Yeah, it came on last night.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Like Saturday, like oh no, that's Sunday, I guess. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I watched it last night. Before I went
Okay.
to bed. Yeah.
Okay. So Sunday. It comes on Sundays at midnight.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
So the day changed at when it comes on.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And playing a lot of Horizon. So I'm almost done with the game. I'm on.
Wow.
I think the last 2 missions are like basically combined. So basically, once you start it, you can't get out of the mission until you're done with both of them. So finishing up that, I just got it's an armor set, the best armor set in the game. It's called Shield Weaver. So I got that, and now I'm ready for the final. I don't know if it's a final boss, final war. I don't know, but the story is really good. I don't even do the side missions anymore. I was doing the side missions, but the story was compelling, so I wanted to figure out what's going on. So I kind of abandoned the side missions just because the story was just.
I feel like you are not a side mission person in general, anyway.
I usually do them because like sometimes they'll give you cool stuff, so I want to figure out what cool stuff they give you. But the side missions weren't nearly as interesting as the story was. So
okay.
Yeah, I just been going through the story here. But once I beat the main story, I do want to go back and do some other stuff because there were some side missions I was interested in doing, and then some of the challenges and trials. But yeah, I'll do the story first, and then it'll probably be easier to do those since I'll be OP basically. And then I'll start the next Horizon. I do have it. I'm pretty sure. So let me double check.
Forbidden West.
Yep.
And
I got the DLC too that came with the remaster bundle. So
nice.
I have the DLC. So I'll play through the DLC of Zero Dawn and then start the next Horizon.
Wow, look at you playing all these RPG-based story games.
Yeah. Once again, I don't know who started the rumor that I only play COD,
did.
but we can
you
put those
started
to rest.
It about yourself. But that is awesome. I feel like you got through that pretty fast. When did you start? Like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have almost probably like 30 hours of game time in it.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but you didn't do. I was about to say that's short, but you didn't do the side missions, so that makes sense.
right. Yeah, well, I took off last week because I was on call the previous week, so
Oh,
I had some
okay.
free time to play the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and I watched Shangri-La Frontier. I got caught up in a dub on that one. It's pretty good.
Nice.
Season 2.
Nice. Okay, cool. A lot of nerdy things.
Yeah.
What have I been doing? I have watched all of the same weekly anime, Dan to Dan. Oh, you said you skipped Ayama. You didn't watch it this week. You didn't miss anything. Nothing
Yeah,
continues to
I'm
happen.
sure.
So, and after this week's episode, I thought about, I'm like, why am I watching this? Am I watching, like, I don't, like, why am I wasting 22 minutes of my life watching this when I'm not enjoying it? Like, I mean, it's not that I'm not enjoying it, but like literally, guys, it just continues to be super boring. Like, again, nothing happened this week. Um, but something's about to happen, but like nothing really happened in this episode. So I'm just like, either I'm gonna stop watching it or I'm just gonna let a couple episodes build up and then just binge it. Cause like I think it's just I'm not enjoying it watching it week to week when nothing is happening week to week.
Yeah,
So
it's a very, very slow burn.
yeah, very slow. So I might give it a couple weeks and let it build up a little bit before I dive back in there. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. I might hate binging it because if it's from just binging a bunch of boring episodes back to back, I don't know. I haven't decided. But yeah, I don't know about this show, guys. I don't know. They did make some jokes though in this episode about Goku's bad parentage. So that was cool and funny.
Oh yeah, I
Um
saw a meme about that.
yeah, because like what's her name? Pansy? Pants the demon girl? Pansy? Is that her name?
I think so.
Okay. She was asking, you don't mind if I say this to you, right? You don't care.
Nah.
Oh, okay. I know. I figured. She was saying like, how did you raise children? And then he was like, I wasn't really involved. That was like a fun fan thing. So I'm like, okay, that was funny. But that was the only thing of note in that episode, really. Like nothing else was of note there. Um, like Vegeta and Piccolo, like they're like on their way to meet them. So I'm assuming like in the next episode they'll catch up to them, or unless they're gonna drag that out, because Dragon Ball Z likes to drag things out for a long time. So unless it takes them 10 episodes to meet up with Goku, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the thing that was happening either. But they're in the demon world. They just have to find them wherever in the demon world they are. So we'll see. Um, what else did I do? I forgot to watch Super Invincible Fight Girl. That was my podcast homework that I forgot to write down. So I forgot what I said I had to do.
Right.
So I will get to that this week. Um, I swear.
Yeah, it's on
And
Max.
yes, it is on Max. It is on Max. Um, so I have to do that. But I have been I started watching a new anime though called what's it called? Let me just get the name correct here. Aha. Yakuza Fiance. That's what I started watching. Um, so that's on Crunchyroll. It's very interesting. It's about basically this girl. Her grandfather is a Yakuza boss from Osaka, and then they he arranges for her to marry uh Yakuza boss's grandson from Tokyo. So that's what that's about. It's very violent. There's some I don't know. I watched like 3 episodes. It's very interesting. I don't know if I like it or not. I'm gonna give it another episode to see. Um,
Oh, it's
but
currently airing.
yeah, it's currently airing. There's only 7 episodes.
Ah.
There's 7 episodes out right now.
Oh wait, this
So
is in my watch list.
is it? Oh, look
It
at
already
that.
is.
Look at that.
I don't remember putting it in there, but I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's very violent. There is some like rated R scenes in there. But yeah, it's interesting. I'll give it another episode before I decide if I like it or not. But it's not bad. It's just interesting. So I started watching that. What else? I tried to attempt to finish Tower of God, but for the life of me, I could not jump back in to where I left off. I don't know. So like I have to like I was watching it, then I turned it off because I felt like I was forcing myself to watch it. And I was like, if I'm not enjoying something, why am I forcing myself to watch it? You know what I mean?
Feel
But
you
it's
on that.
yeah, but it's hard when it's like you're already like half like you want to finish it,
Yeah.
but if it's just not holding your attention, then like, ugh. But yeah, that's how I felt about it. Um, but maybe when I have literally nothing else to do, I will attempt to catch up on the 5 episodes that I am behind on.
When
Um,
you're waiting on the next Dandadan episode, huh?
yeah.
Wait,
Eh,
are you gonna read it?
I am gonna read it. I haven't started to read it yet, but I am gonna read it. But speaking of reading, I have signed up for, and I don't know why I did this because I have no space. I signed up for a manga subscription where they send you two volume ones of like new manga each month.
Oh, nice.
And I was like,
What is this called?
why? It is called,
Crunchyroll is having their Black Friday sale already, so if you guys want to pick up some physicals or just some
yes.
merch.
Oh, it is called Hansama. That's the website that I used.
Okay.
So you can choose to either get two manga or three manga a month. And it's like $26 a month. They're having a Black Friday sale though, so the first order I did it was $22. Um, so I don't know if this is a monthly bill that I need. So I'm gonna try it out for like 2 months and see if I like it. I also don't have space, so I have to clear out a bookshelf in order for me to store these manga volumes that I'm getting. But it'd be nice. I mean, I feel like it's a nice way to just like discover things that you weren't really, that you wouldn't necessarily have started reading on your own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna try that out, see how it goes. Um, I'll let you guys know when the first box gets here. We'll see.
Okay. Monthly subscription to new series. That does sound interesting.
It does. Um, what else? Oh, I've been playing Elden Ring still, very slowly though. I haven't been able to like sit down and devote hours to playing Elden Ring like how I was able to in the beginning. I've been playing like little by little. So, where am I right now? Um, I'm in Upper Caelid. So like the way that the guide that I'm following took us, like we did like Lower Caelid, then we went out and did other stuff. Then now we're back in Caelid doing like the harder parts of Caelid. So that's what I'm doing right now, but I'm almost done with that. And once I'm done with that, then we're going like up like to the capital finally. So like in the last areas,
Yeah,
regions of the
Langdale
game.
Capital.
Yeah. So I've been playing that. Um I am 118 hours into the game.
Oh, you're gaming.
Yes. Doing that platinum stuff. But yeah. So still don't know if I'm gonna jump right into Shadow of the Erdtree after this. There's a lot of Elden Ring that I've been playing.
It is, yeah.
It is a lot. And I don't want to say that I'm afraid to like take an extended break from it because I don't want to become unfamiliar with the controls and forget what I was like, you know what I mean? I don't want to do that again, so I'm just gonna power through it. But we'll see. Um, so that was all my nerdy thing. Wait, did I do anything else? Let's see. Nope, that was all my nerdy things. Another nerdy thing, just nerdy for me. I'm going to see Wicked today. I'm very excited. So that's my nerd thing.
Nice. You'll have to give us
Um,
your review next week.
yes. I definitely will. It's gotten nothing but good reviews, so I'm very excited to see it. Um, cool. Let's get into some news for the week. Um, so Sony, in their quest to acquire everything, is trying to buy uh Kadokawa, which is the parent company of From Software, which is the, creators of Souls games, Elden Ring, Dark Souls, things like that. So they are trying to buy them. Uh, Katawa Kadokawa, sorry if I'm butchering that. They are considering the deal, but they have not reported whether or not they want to sell yet. I wonder how much they're trying to buy it for. I don't think this article said, but I'm curious to know.
Yeah, nobody consulted me. I have like 5 shares of Sony stock. So I'm pretty sure they need my approval on this one. No, I think I have more than that, but I got some pull over there.
But
But
yet you didn't know about this acquisition.
yeah, they snuck it under my nose as long as it brings value to the shareholders, right? But yeah,
Um,
Kadokawa, they own anime and manga publishing rights to certain things too. So Sony,
oh,
they're looking to get into more video games with anime and then also anime and manga publishing. So that is
wow.
also part of the Kadokawa portfolio.
Wow. Okay, well, if this deal goes through, then, that'll expand Sony's, you know, that'll expand them greatly into different avenues. So that's
Yeah.
cool. Do you think that Sony will snatch away Souls games from Xbox and cross-platform?
No, I think they'll still keep it
Right? Because
multi-platform.
that would only make sense, right? Yeah.
That makes them the most money.
But Sony is a little bit selfish, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did try to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like things will probably be optimized for PlayStation, but I don't think they'll keep it exclusive.
Yeah,
They're cutting off a lot of money doing that,
that
especially with
is.
a beloved series like the Souls games.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. That would cause like outrage. They couldn't possibly do that in good conscience. You're right.
Yeah,
But you never know. We'll see. Um, so we'll follow that as it develops. These acquisitions take a long time to happen, as we all
yeah.
know.
So
So
this was just an intent to buy, so they haven't put in an official offer yet. So they probably
yeah,
don't even have the real deal numbers yet.
yeah, for sure. But I'm sure we'll hear more about that as
Yeah,
it develops. But
but Sony they already own 14% of this company.
oh,
Yeah,
oh, oh, so maybe it's not going to be that hard to outright buy
yeah.
it. We'll see.
Well, they already own 14% of FromSoft.
Oh, Fromsoft. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
But this is the parent company. Okay,
Yep.
got it, got it, got it. Okay,
Kadokawa owns 70% of FromSoft.
got it, got it, got it. Okay, but they own
They own
zero
the most of
percent
it for sure. Yeah.
Okay, of FromSoft, but they own 0% of Kadokawa. I'm confused.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, great. um, um, okay, we will follow that as it develops. This is good. This is lost on me a little bit. Just like the way acquisitions work. I don't know.
Yeah. A lot of business jargon.
Yeah, for sure. But in other PlayStation news, good news for PlayStation Portal, which we once deemed a useless device. Now it's getting an update where you don't need your PlayStation to play games on your Portal. So now it's going to support cloud streaming. So while it's all still going to be like Wi-Fi based, like you're still not going to be able to download anything onto the Portal, you don't need an active running, meaning like you don't even need a PlayStation at all to purchase this device. You can like Jaja, who has an Xbox, can go buy one and play games on cloud streaming if he has a PlayStation Plus subscription. So that's cool.
Yeah. The drawback to this though is you need the highest tier of PlayStation Plus subscription.
The
So
most expensive one.
not just anyone. You gotta have the top of the line.
Do I have that one?
I
I
had
pay
it
my
for a couple months.
Don't you? But you pay yearly for your subscriptions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, premium. I have premium, but I pay monthly for it. So, which is, I mean, it's is this the one I have? Yes, it is. So it's like $20 a month. But I'm spending way more money than someone like James who just pays for it on the year. But that's just me being cheap in the moment. But this opens up the portal to a wider market of people who um you know, so now like to a wider market of people. Before, like you could only buy it if you had a PlayStation, but now anyone can buy it. So more people can buy it
Yeah.
if that's what they want. But it's still, to me, since it can only run games on streaming and you still need a strong Wi-Fi connection, it still is a pretty, I wouldn't say pointless, but it still makes it a weaker device when measuring up next to other devices.
Yeah. I see what you did there too. Opens up the portal. That was pretty good.
Did I say that? Oh, I said that completely unintentionally. Um, but great. That joke landed. Um, but yeah, it's still a pretty like it's a weak device compared to others. Um, they need to like go a step further and like how can we bring this as close to the legendary PSP as possible? But they're not there yet. But I see them taking steps.
It's an attempt.
It is an
This
attempt.
does not make me want to go out and buy one because then I have to pay extra money for the PlayStation Plus Premium.
That's true. If you're
But if I
yeah,
already had it, then maybe I would be more inclined. But
yeah.
nah, not quite yet.
But
But it's a
maybe
step in the
people
right direction.
but maybe people but this is also a cheaper alternative to having a PlayStation because like you could buy this and just play it in your house with your strong Wi-Fi connection. Like it's cheap. It's what is it? Like 250 or $200, I think it costs. And then you just pay for a PlayStation Plus subscription and you still come out cheaper than an actual console, like an actual PlayStation console.
This is
So,
true. Yeah, pay your 200 for this. Just pay for your monthly subscription or your annual subscription.
yeah. And
You could be in there.
you're in there. You come out a little bit cheaper than an actual PlayStation. So maybe this is what Jaja needs to do. We'll tell him so we can finally get him on the PlayStation bandwagon. We'll see what he says. But
Man,
this is
yeah, I doubt he does that because Microsoft has just confirmed they have planned on releasing an Xbox handheld.
years away though.
Yeah, years away.
But I don't know. Do you think that so with everything that Microsoft is doing or Xbox is doing with like it doesn't matter what you're playing your Xbox games on. Is there even a point of them releasing hardware? Like I know Jaja says that he wants them to release hardware, but I feel like it's a moot point at this point. Like Because now it's like, because you can do Game Pass on other handheld devices. So like, what is the point of wasting money and resources on making your own handheld device, right? That's then
Uh, I mean, I think there's still like brand loyalists that would like an Xbox proper device that's a handheld.
by
Uh,
this. You think so? By the time this comes out, if they're saying it's going to take years to develop,
Probably so. I mean, I don't doubt
think
there's still
okay.
people that want it, but maybe there's people that, didn't know that other handheld devices exist that you could play on.
Mm.
But I mean, I'm sure someone will end up buying this for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure people will buy it, but it's like, will they be
Well,
as successful
yeah,
in sales as they could be, especially like years down the line when like I don't know, other handheld gaming devices will become more prominent and just like people are just going to be used to the existing market where it's like you can play Game Pass, but you can also do other stuff on these other handheld devices. Will I don't know. I just feel like sales probably maybe won't be as strong. Who knows though? We'll see. I don't know.
yeah, that's a tough market to stand out in because there's so much competition right now, especially
Yeah,
for if you're marketing it as you can play Game Pass on this because you can play Game Pass on pretty much everything. So
you can.
it'll
Exactly.
it'll be pretty tough.
Exactly. But they really have to be in it. Well, one thing they did say that they were focused on being as innovative as possible, but they kind of have to, now that they're trying to still stake their claim in the console like hardware like world after they put so much effort into just like being everywhere. They really have to, if they are gonna put their focus back on hardware, they need to do something like completely different and innovative and I don't know, groundbreaking in order to, I feel like, be a competitor in hardware consoles. But I don't know. I could be wrong. The loyalists might drive up the Xbox sales, but I don't
It
know.
might the demand will be there, or for the loyalists at least.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. So years away. So we'll see what they come up with in a couple years. Maybe it'll be a true virtual experience where you just like turn it on and like you can step into a holographic world. I don't know. Who knows? I don't care. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Um, it's that time of year again, James. Game of the Year awards nominees have come out. This
I've been
came,
peeping.
yep. And there's been a lot of buzz around one specific part of it, which we'll talk about. But the year's almost over, first of all. It's
Yeah, it's crazy.
Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving week. Didn't mention that.
It
But
is.
it is. It is Thanksgiving week. And the end of the year looms. And that is kind of scary when you think about all that comes with that. But let us continue on. The Game Awards. Um, sorry, what was I about to say? Uh, I think everything that we expected to make nominee for Game of the Year has been put on the list, right? We have Black Myth Wukong, we have Final
Yep.
Fantasy VII Rebirth, Astrobot, this other game that I've never heard of,
Never
Balatro.
heard of this. Yeah.
And a surprising one, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, which is a DLC. And I think, is this the first time a DLC has ever been nominated for Game of the Year? I think so. And that's been sparking some debate online as to whether a DLC should be able to be nominated for Game of the Year. But we'll talk about that in a second. I think, um, oh, and we missed one too. Metaphor,
Metaphor,
yes.
Refantasio.
I don't know what that is either.
Neither do I.
Um, but yeah, this is sparking a lot of debate as to whether a DLC can even be considered for Game of the Year. Um, but I think this is a different case because Shadow of the Erdtree is basically like another game. Like I don't even really I haven't played it yet, but just from what the reviews and everyone has been saying, it's basically like another game. Like the map is huge. I think it's like, hold on, let me see. How long is the map is huge. They're saying that the average playtime is around 30 hours, which is the length of a full-length game. Full exploration takes around 40. So that's a lot for a DLC.
It is. That's quite a bit of content.
Yeah. So I think while it is a DLC, it can definitely be considered. I'm not surprised that it's considered in the standalone category. Are you surprised?
I actually am surprised because I mean, it's a DLC for sure of a game that already exists. I personally believe DLC should have their own category, but there's
Oh,
enough DLC come out year over year that it would be a recurring category,
that's
if that
true.
makes any sense. So
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. It could, yeah, but I see what you mean. Like it could be a recurring category like when it's applicable, like in the Game Awards. But
yeah,
But like, and again, I haven't played it, and you haven't played it, so, but I'm gonna play it eventually. But like, I don't know, with this length time and the map size, can you consider this to be a true DLC? I don't know. Or is it really just a game,
Yeah, it
guys,
feels
under
like
a DLC? It just
an
feels like
expansion.
yeah, it feels like like a true expansion for sure, and with its own compelling story. And I don't know, I just feel like I can see why it has made its way there, and it's very impressive for them,
Yeah,
as a DLC for them to be considered a full-length game.
yeah, I definitely get it because I mean this is a massive DLC and it's massively popular. So
Yes,
for it to get no nominations at all, that would be crazy. But
exactly, exactly. Should we
only
go?
slightly less crazy than it being nominated in Game of the Year.
Yeah, but we'll see. You know, it's gonna be even crazier if it wins. It's gonna spark some more outrage. Well, I don't know
Yeah.
about outrage, but I don't know though. What do you think? Who do you think has the best chance of winning from Game of the Year?
What actually would get my vote? I think I'm going Black Myth Wukong.
Okay.
I really like that game, but I think it's fan voting how it's decided. So if it's fan
Oh, is
voting,
it?
it's definitely going to Elden Ring.
You think so? I don't know. I think because Black Myth Wukong was also very popular. I think it could be I think it could be a tie. I definitely don't think anything else besides Black Myth Wukong or Shadow of the Erdtree is gonna win. I'd be very surprised if like another game on this list won. Like Final Fantasy VII
Yeah,
Rebirth was great, but like there was too many there were too many complaints about like the way that Rebirth was structured for it to win, I think. Like I don't think it'll win Game of the Year.
yeah. It
Um,
also said sales weren't what they were expected it to be.
yeah, yeah.
I
And
had a
just
lot of fun with that game too, though.
I had a lot of fun with it too, but like the constant annoying minigame structure of the game, I think, which is what people hated the most about this game, like I think that'll hold it back from winning any awards. But they did get nominated in like 7 categories, I think. I think yeah, Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, Best Game Narrative, um Best Score and Music. They'll probably win for one of these, but just not for Game of the Year. Um Best per
Astrobot leads the way with the most nominations.
Oh, do they? Yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
I was looking
Um
to get that. It's on sale now
ooh,
for
Black
I think
Friday.
50. Yeah, I think it's on sale for 50.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll win one of these categories. But you think Astrobot's good? Astrobot may be a good contender too, though, for Game of the Year.
Yeah,
What
I've
do you
heard
think?
nothing but good things about it. I think
Yeah,
the only thing limiting well, I mean, Final Fantasy was only on PlayStation as well, but since it's only on PlayStation, the pool of people voting for it would be smaller versus
yeah.
Elden Ring. You got PlayStation, PC, Xbox.
Do you think fan voting is the best way to go about these like award like these Game of the Year awards, Crunchyroll Anime of the Year awards? Like, do you think that like
Yeah,
fan voting is the way to go? It just becomes a popularity contest, no?
it does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes I feel like it's needed because like sometimes it'll be like if there's a judging panel, so for let's say musical or film awards, sometimes you're like, what were the judges thinking when they
yeah,
select some of these winners? But then when it's fan voting, it is definitely a popularity contest. And some people might just be creating multiple accounts, uh
yeah. Spam
vote botting.
voting.
So
Yeah,
how do we really get to the bottom of it? I don't know. That's a tough one.
yeah. I don't know. We'll see. But when does voting open for this? Is it open already? I can't even vote because I haven't played half these things. So it's like um, I have not played Black Myth. I am gonna play that after Elden Ring is over though. So we'll
Yeah.
see.
The voting is live and the actual award show is December 12th. So
Oh, I'm actually gonna watch it. You know what? Let me put that on my calendar so I don't forget.
tuning
Because that
in. It is a Thursday. Okay.
well, look who just pinged us. It's Jaja.
Jack must have just woke up.
Shout out of shame. I'm gonna write that in there. Um, but yeah, we'll see who comes on top of the Gaming Awards. I am gonna bet that Shadow of the Erdtree wins. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I definitely think it's gonna win, but I'll definitely am voting for something
Yeah.
else. I'm gonna vote after this actually because you got to sign in.
Did Shadow Okay, what else did they get nominated for though? So they got nominated for Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, Best Art Direction. Um, Is that it? Wow.
Yeah, game
Yeah. So
direction, art direction, best
best
RPG.
best RPG. Yeah. So four nominations. I feel like they got did they get the lowest amount of like all around nominations out of
The game of the
the
year
game of the year,
ones.
yeah, the game of the year categories or the game of the year nominations? Maybe.
Just looking that way. This
Yeah.
metaphor game,
What is this
it's all
game?
over the place.
Sorry
It
guys,
looks like something I personally wouldn't play.
if I'm not a thorough nerd. Oh no, no, definitely not.
It looks like
Definitely.
a Persona type of game.
Yeah. Well, Persona, I've always been interested in that game. I've never played it, but I've watched people play it and I'm like, I could play this. Um, Interesting. But yeah, I probably won't play this though. But it's obviously good. It's in a lot of categories. So we'll see. And I will be tuning into the Game Awards on the 12th, which is a what day of the week is that?
Thursday.
Thursday. So we can come on the podcast and talk about it.
Yep. We'll watch it live. We'll have a Blerdsnerds watch party.
Yes. Let's figure out how to set that up
Yeah.
and let's do
We'll
it.
stream it on YouTube.
Yeah. Um, cool. So anything else in video game news before we move on? No. I think that's it.
Nah, Horizon is a really good game.
Horizon is a good game, says James. Well, it is because it did win its awards back in the day. So I need to get back into that game. I got stuck and then I never, ever, ever picked it up again, which is what happens to me all the time. So I need to stop doing
Oh yeah,
that.
you got to get back into it.
I know. I have it. So maybe I'll change around the order of what I said I was gonna play. Um, let's get into some TV movie news. Kevin Feige says Avengers Secret Wars will lead us into a new age of mutants and X-Men. So what we were waiting for, just a clear path into when we start getting X-Men incorporated into the story. Kevin Feige says that we will get that for sure, with Secret Wars. So that's exciting.
It is.
Secret Wars is supposed to come out in 2026, I believe.
We got a while to go.
Oh no, 2027. Never mind.
Oh, we got even further to go.
Will the world even be standing in 2027? We'll see.
That's a good question.
That is a very good question. But that's when we can expect it. I am excited though. That's gonna be fun. And does that mean that we're not gonna see a lot of X-Men stuff in the years leading up to 2027? I don't know, but it seems that way since we're like decreasing the amount of movies and shows that are coming out over the years. So that's a long time to wait for mutant stuff, but we've already been waiting this long, so I guess it doesn't really matter, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. Um, but yeah, that's exciting. Exciting stuff for Marvel coming up. Also, when we talked about the Marvel lineup a couple of weeks ago, we didn't say anything about the Thunderbolts, which is coming out next year. And that actually looks pretty good. I'm excited for that. Are you excited for that?
I can't say that I'm excited for it. I think once I see a trailer, maybe, but
Yeah, that comes out May 2nd. There was a trailer actually that
oh, was
released
it?
for it. Yes.
Oh,
I haven't watched it yet, but my friends keep asking me if I've watched it and I'm like no. But there is a trailer. And that comes out May 2nd, 2025.
gotcha.
It does look it I am excited for that. It's the closest thing to an Avengers type style movie that we're getting for a while, so we'll see what happens. Um, in other words, this is not really that important, but Disney's been like changing up their release schedule for a little while now. First, they did it with Blade, and now they're pulling a Star Wars movie that was supposed to come out in 2026. I don't know what Star Wars movie this was. Um, and they're replacing it by Ice Age. The only reason I put this in here was because I had no idea that there were this many Ice Age movies.
Yeah, me neither. They're up to 6 now.
Yeah. Like,
What did I miss?
6 Ice Age movies. Ice Age, I didn't even find to be that compelling. So I'm surprised that they've made it this far.
Yeah, it was
Um,
cool, but
yeah.
I don't know if people would like it that much.
Why do we need like six? What are they all about? Let me see something.
It's a very good question.
No. And oh my God, they got terrible, terrible, terrible reviews. Well, the first one got an 8.4 out of 10, which is fine. Then they steadily has gone down since then. Ice Age 2 had 7.2 out of 10. 3, 6.7. 4, 4.2, 5 went back up to 4.9. That's it. That's all I need to know right there. It wasn't my favorite movie, so I will never watch these, but I guess that is what the fans want more than a Star Wars movie, which is a little weird. But the Mandalorian and Grogu movie is still set to come out in 2026 though. Are we excited about that? Do you watch The Mandalorian? No.
Nah, I'm not a big
You're
Star Wars
not a
fan.
Star Wars person. You're right. That's what I need Jaja here for. Okay. I'm not excited about the prospect of a movie. I think they tapped out from just creating another season, but whatever. That's fine. You know what I'm also not excited about? This Minecraft movie. Do you play Minecraft, James? Have you played Minecraft? Do you
Nah,
like
I meant to play it, but like I downloaded and everything, but I never actually played it.
You've never played it ever?
Nah,
Oh, interesting. Minecraft's fun, but this movie does not. This movie is kind of just like a wire. Again, and we're in live action remake corner right now, and this movie is kind of back into like the why are we doing this type
yeah,
thing. Like, who acts for this? And like, of course, Jack Black is in it. I'm not surprised, but I don't think that this is something that we need. The kids might like it. I feel like that's what this is. This is a children's movie, and I think the kids, because a lot of kids play Minecraft, and I think that this is what this, I feel like they will like this, and they'll probably go to see it. But
yeah.
I will not be going to see this. Maybe though, actually, if I have my AMC card back, I'll go to see it for the sake of the podcast. But because why not? But I don't I don't know. I just feel like what are they gonna do next? What's a video game that you would actually like to see adapted into a show?
Horizon.
Right, I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it. Horizon has a good story plot
Yeah,
that would translate well into a movie or a show.
I think there's already been announced Ghost of Tsushima is supposed to be getting
Oh, really? Oh,
an
yes.
adaptation.
I think I heard that. I think I heard that. So, if any movie developer is listening to this, look at Horizon. There's a good story in there. And that'll
Exactly.
probably sell over well. So, but you have to credit us with your idea because we said it. We said it first. Um, and have you ever watched How to Train Your Dragon, James?
Nah.
Oh my gosh.
My younger cousins were watching it, and I was like in the room still, but I think I was like on my phone or something like that. So I didn't really watch it, but I've seen bits and pieces.
That's fine. But there is also a live action How to Train Your Dragon movie coming out, and we got a trailer for it this last week. And if you look at the trailer, it is literally just How to Train Your Dragon with like real like the CGI of the dragons is exactly the same in this movie as it is in the animated movie. And now there's just real people surrounding these CGI dragons. And I'm just like, what is the purpose of this? Who acts? This is another thing of who acts for this. Why are we doing this? It seems very lazy and it seems very unnecessary. If the
That's the
dragons
direction things are going.
if the dragons look exactly the same as they do in the in the like wait, like hold on. I have to show this to you. Uh oh no, I just created a nightmare for myself editing. Do you see this? Look at this.
Oh yeah, that's the exact same. Yeah,
It's exactly the same.
same art
Um,
style.
the same art style, and I'm just like, okay. So the dragons look cool, but then you're throwing in these people that are like now seem to just be weirdly cosplaying as How to Train Your Dragon characters into this movie. So I don't I don't know if this was a good use of resources or money, but what do I know? But yeah, why? And people are mad because one of the main characters, the girl, her name is I forgot what her name is. Uh oh, Astrid. Astrid. They cast a black girl as Astrid, and people are mad about that. And I was
Oh
just like,
yeah,
if
naturally,
I'm just
naturally.
like, I'm just like, okay, why? People need to be mad at the movie in general as to why they're doing this. Don't be mad that Astrid is black. Be mad that these
Yeah,
dragons look the same and
that'll
these
be
people are
their
just here.
entire complaint with the movie.
It doesn't make any sense at all. But live action remake corner rarely makes sense. So we'll follow that as it goes along. Um, let's check in on weekly animes. Are you still liking Dan to Dan, James?
I am. So episode 8, I don't really remember what happened. Oh wait, yeah, they're back at school now.
Yes.
Yeah. You still a fan of Dan?
Haha, I was never that. Oh, yes. I never referred to myself as that, just for the audience.
Oh wow,
I would never ever
guys.
even use that word.
Shannon is acting brand new. You don't, it's no need to be embarrassed now. You remember the other thing that you said? You were like, you can refer to me as Shandadan now. You also said that one too. So don't
You
let
know,
Shannon fool you guys. She's
lies
saying
and
these things behind the scene. Actually, that's even your name in my phone already. So
oh, okay.
once you texted me that, I was like, all right, I'm gonna change your name in my phone to that. So
Lies and slander,
yeah,
guys.
look at this.
Only
Let me not leak your number. Shandadan.
okay. Yes. Yes, sure. Slander. Only James with his creative mind could come up with a name like that. I never said it.
This Dandadan show is doing strange things to people's minds.
But anyway, was this episode 8 already though? That was fast. 8
Yes,
weeks have gone by since it started. Jesus.
the show's nearly done.
Yes, there's only 12 episodes in this season. And yeah, those 8 weeks flew by. But yeah, it was good. I'm interested to see like how the season's gonna end, to be honest. Like,
I imagine with a cliffhanger.
probably. Yeah, which is when I will promptly jump into the manga and start
Start
reading that.
reading. Maybe
Yes.
your oh man, I forgot what it's called. But maybe they'll send you edition 1.
Yeah, maybe, actually. They said of new manga, so like the internet already has a lot of volumes out, so they probably won't send it to me. But
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get I hope I don't get trash manga that like really sucks. Like I hope they actually send some quality stuff to me. But I'm gonna do it for 2 months and I'm gonna see like the quality of the stuff that I get before I decide if I will do another month after that. So
Oh yeah, that's 4 series right there.
yeah, so we'll see. I only did the 2 manga. I didn't do 3 because that's too much. I don't have space for that. I have to like literally I have to clear out a bookshelf in order to even make room for this. So a lot of stuff is gonna go be donated. So I can make room for these manga that I'm about to get. So we'll see. Um, what was I about to say? Yeah, the show just continues to be good. Last week's episode, I wasn't here to talk about it, but last week's episode was phenomenal. It was really good.
That was your selling point.
It was my selling point. Oh, but James, I was listening to it when you and Jaja were talking about it, and I think you're wrong about your theory. The ghost, what's the ghost name? Silky?
Suki? Oh,
Silky
it's
is
not her mom?
not, no, it's not her mom. Silky,
Oh.
she just she lost her daughter in that tragic way that we saw. But her daughter was killed though. I'm pretty sure. And I think that the other girl, I forgot her name. I think she also just lost her mom. And I think that like the fact that she lost a daughter and she lost a mom was the thing that kind of like bonded them. And like she thought it was her daughter, but like really what I think that that's what it was because I talked to a couple other people and that's how they interpreted it also. So
Oh,
I don't know.
gotcha. Okay.
Who's to say? But that's how I took it when I saw it for the first time. Because I was wondering that too. I was like, is this her daughter? But I was like, no, I think that they're just like two lost souls that have lost somebody. And that's why they have been brought together. I don't know though. You don't seem convinced by this.
Nah. It would have been more compelling if it was actually her daughter. Then I would have been like, oh
No,
man,
I feel like it's more
it's a
compelling
beautiful
that
story.
like they're just two
They just
people
face
that have lost somebody.
traumatic
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like bonded through their trauma, through their shared trauma of losing a mother slash child. I think that's more
Mm.
compelling than it actually being her daughter. You know?
So she found a new mom and she found a new daughter. Okay.
I don't know. James doesn't seem to buy this theory. He doesn't like it. But
I'll have to look it up.
yeah, look it up and see. But I think that that's what it was supposed to be saying, honestly. Just because and also the daughter and her look completely different as children. So that's why I was like, this is not her. But I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
thought it was just one of those anime hijinks where she just grew up and now she has pink hair.
But they showed her as a kid in the flashback too, and she had pink hair then too. So I
Did
don't
I miss that?
maybe. You got to get off your phone and tune in, James, when you're watching these episodes.
I'm gonna have to.
That's what happens when you watch dub. You're free to do other
That's
things
what
and then you
happened
don't look in.
when Shannon's texting me saying, call me Shandadan now.
Um, but anyway, last week's episode was really good. It was really dark. The animation was fantastic, especially in that opening scene where she was like running and like you see just like the shaking. Like it was great. I was like, it hooked me like right from there. Um, but yeah, even though the show is still weird and it's gone back to its weirdness a little bit in this last episode with these aliens and these ghosts and their obsession with,
With people's genitals.
yes, that has gone back to that a little bit. And I'm just like, okay, this is where, like, this is what this show is about, actually. Like, I don't know. Like, Jaja said that he doesn't think that's what the show is going to be about, but I really think that that is what the show is about. And I
It
don't
seems
know.
to be recurring.
Yeah. But it has its moments of coolness. Did you see Meg Thee Stallion's watching Dan Dan now? Did you see when she posted on her stories that she
I
watched the
did.
first episode? And I was like, I wonder if she liked the first episode. I couldn't tell really by the tone of her story if she liked it or not. But
I thought you said something along the lines of best opening episode ever or something like that.
no, she said it was the most insane first episode of an anime she's ever seen.
Oh,
So that could be interpreted many ways. I'm like, do you mean that in a good way or a bad way?
yeah.
We'll see. Um,
We'll know when we see her cosplay as the grandma.
oh yeah, I definitely see that for her, for sure. I feel like Dan's gonna be a very popular cosplay this year. If we make our way to MegaCon this year, I'm sure we'll see a lot of Dan cosplays.
Oh yeah, we got to start thinking of our group cosplay.
Yeah, our group cosplay, and then we have to start thinking about if our group will abandon us and not be with us
Yeah,
in our
if
group
Shannon will go rogue
cosplay.
and go to the hentai panels.
Oh man. Yes, let's start thinking about that for sure. Um, and then, the group cosplay has to make sense if we're all together. We have to all be together for the group cosplay.
Yeah,
We'll see though. We'll see.
we shall
James
see.
James likes to wander off and do his own thing.
Nah, MegaCon, I was with you guys the whole time.
At MegaCon, yes. Yes, 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 you're right. But you know why? It's because you weren't in your home turf. So we're like, James like,
Nah,
let me hang out with my backup friends.
I just didn't get
Since I don't
lost.
know anybody.
People weren't stopping me for pictures.
But in James' home turf, he's very popular. So
Nah,
he has many
I
other
just got
people to hang
lost.
out with. He has many other people to hang out with besides us in his home turf.
There was no signal in there. It was tough.
We'll see. Sure. Um, any other feel like I had something else to say. No, we already talked about Dragon Ball Daima and you didn't watch it and I said it was not getting any better. So we'll see. So are you gonna watch this week's episode and next week's? Are you dropping off for a little while?
I mean, I'll probably catch up this week, since I'll be done with Horizon pretty soon, and then I'll have more time to watch other stuff.
Okay. What's on your watch list, James?
I might watch Arcane. I've been
Oh
hearing
yes, I was
only
gonna
good
ask
things
if you.
about it.
Yes, I was gonna ask if you watch Arcane. I've heard nothing but good things about it too. That is also on my watch list.
Is it supposed to be based on League of Legends? Is that what that's about?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I just heard that it's good. Um,
Oh yeah, it is League of Legends.
oh, okay.
Well, I definitely don't play League of Legends, so I will have no context there.
But I don't think you need it though. Maybe you don't. Um,
Maybe this
or,
is the context.
or maybe you do. Who knows? But yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about it. It's hard for me to believe that all the people that are saying good things about it have played League of Legends, but I don't know. I could be wrong about that.
It's
Um,
100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
um, some things to look forward to. Sakamoto Days is coming out soon. Um, right?
Yeah, I'll check that one out.
In December?
I thought January, but
Oh,
sometime in the winter.
you might be right. Uh, that one's highly anticipated, and it's not going to Crunchyroll, interesting enough.
Oh, what's that going to be on? I planned on watching it.
It's going on Netflix. Oh, you don't have Netflix. Wait, you don't have
I
Netflix
do.
anymore.
Yeah,
Oh, you
I
do.
yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay. Did you get your own account? Or did you?
Nah, I'm my family sharing updated, so
Oh,
I can watch it.
They paid
Yeah.
more so you guys could share. Okay. Yeah, Sakamoto Days is going to be on Netflix and not on Crunchyroll. So you can watch it there. Um, I'm I don't know. I'm used to I mean, obviously it's not a big deal if it's on Netflix, but I'm just used to everything being on Crunchyroll. So it's a lot easier for me. I don't like bouncing around, but
Yeah, that's why I keep forgetting to watch Bleach because it's on Hulu.
Bleach is
But
not
usually
on
I'll go
Wait,
to
Bleach is not on Crunchyroll? It's on Hulu?
yeah.
Oh, that's
And I said I was
interesting.
going to catch up this week, but then when I got to Hulu, I just watched Abbott Elementary.
Wait, what happened? What'd you
I
say?
was gonna catch up on Bleach this week, but then
Mm.
once I opened up Hulu, I just went to Abbott Elementary.
I need to catch up on Bleach entirely. I never finished the original series. So
Oh, you got a lot of watching to do.
yeah. And I've also been seeing a lot of people have been putting a lot of reels on Instagram about ghost stories. So I'm like, I have to watch ghost stories again. It's so funny. Like I've seen
It
these
is.
reels of the dub, but I'm just like, all right, I might watch this again for funs, just because I need a laugh. And the dub is hilarious. But I am interested in watching the sub because I want to see how different the sub is from the dub. If it's even available still.
Well, yeah, it
But
might be tucked away somewhere,
yeah, I think so. But
removed from streaming.
yeah, I think so. But the sub is, yeah, the sub isn't nothing like the dub because basically when they sold it to America, they said that they could do whatever they wanted to do with it.
It seems
Which
like
is
they did
why
just that.
it came out so unhinged. But I do want to watch it again and see. Um, Anything else you're looking forward to or on your watch list?
No, not that I think of. Yakuza
Okay.
Fiance is up there, so I got to check that out at some point.
I'm curious to see what you think of Yakuza Fiance. Again, just a warning, I've already said this. It is rated R in both the sense of violence and there's some other stuff happening in there too. But not frequently, but like it just caught me off guard at one point.
Gotcha.
But if you do watch it, let me know your thoughts on it because I'm interested to know if you like it or not.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
give it a checking out.
all right, cool. Is that James's podcast homework for this week?
No, I'm finishing Horizon. That's my podcast homework.
Mm. Well, if you
Then I
finish
started
it and
DLC.
there's oh well, are we recording next week? I don't even know. It's Thanksgiving. Are you gonna be out of
Oh
town?
yeah. No, I'll be back by then.
Okay. I am also not going anywhere, so I will be available to record. So you might see something from us. Uh, we'll talk about all of the shows and video games we were grateful for this year. That'll be a fun episode.
It will be.
All right, cool. Well, if that is all, as always, you can like us on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram at Blerdsnerds. Follow us on TikTok, Blerdsnerds_pod. You can send us an email at blerdsnerds@gmail.com if you're a guest interested in coming on the show, or you can DM us on any one of our social media platforms. Um, you can watch us on YouTube if you want to see visuals, or you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your podcast listening app of choice. As always, I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.